In today's video, I want to talk about an essential topic that affects millions of workers and organizations worldwide, and that is the use of unlicensed software. Make sure you stick around to the end though, because I'll tell you exactly what you can do to help make cyberspace safer for everyone. I want to start by picturing this. You're an employee in an organization and you make some amazing things with tools like AutoCAD, AutoCAD, and Masterworks. Your employee decides to save a little bit of money by moving to the unlicensed versions of these software, thinking not much of it. But here's the thing. When you use unlicensed software, it poses significant threats to your company's data and your cybersecurity. According to a recent report by the Australian Cyber Centre Security, cybercrime rates are on the rise, with over 76,000 cybercrimes reported in their most recent period. And shockingly, only 11% of Australian organisations have fully implemented robust cybersecurity systems, leaving them vulnerable to cyber attacks. One of the ways that cybercrimes are carried out is by attacking the software that organisations use. When a company decides to start using unlicensed software, they open themselves up to so many vulnerabilities. And this can lead to things like data breaches and theft of sensitive information. It also means that your data and your company's reputation is on the line. But it is not all doom and gloom, because there are so many things you can do about it. Reporting unlicensed software is a crucial step in making cyberspace safer for everyone. I'd like to take a second to say thank you to today's video sponsor, BSA, the Software Alliance, who are at the forefront of supporting the legal use of software. In the description box down below, there's actually a very easy link you can go on to report the use of unlicensed software, and let's have a look at that right now. That link is going to take you to this page right here where it says be part of the anti-piracy solution by reporting unlicensed software to the BSA. Staggeringly, nearly 1 in 4 pieces of software in Australia are unlicensed. And then down the bottom, we're going to see how easy it is to report companies that are using unlicensed software. It's going to ask you for who is the company you're reporting. We simply need to pop in the name of the company that is using the unlicensed software, and then what kind of company is it, so what vertical they're in. The country is default set to Australia, and then you simply need to populate the address of that company. Critically, it's going to ask you how many computers are in the company, so how many users you think really have unlicensed software. Is it a small SMB with less than 10 users? Are they a larger enterprise where it's 100 to 200 or 200 and more? And then you can choose the kinds of software and the software publisher that they are using, or that you think they're using, that is unlicensed. As a quick example, let's say they were using Autodesk. You'd simply select on Autodesk and the kind of Autodesk software you think they're using that's unlicensed. You can add another row. And again, this is just an example, but it's so easy to fill out. Maybe it's an IBM software and they could be using something like IBM iLogo or iLog, anything like that. And you can add in all the pieces of software you think are being unlicensed by that company. If you have information in the form of images, you could of course go choose files and upload them to add more weight to the case that you're making. And then you have the button of contact information, which is totally optional. If you choose to select on contact information, a page is going to load and you're going to give the BSA as much information as you feel comfortable with of your own personal information, which could include something like your name, your email address. Is there any other information they think they should have? Who is the name of the CEO and the employees? So all this sorts of information, it is optional, but you can go ahead and put more information in here. If you want to remain anonymous though, you can undo the contact information button. This is going to disappear, and then you can simply select on the option of submit now. Your report is confidential. I'll leave a link to the BSA website in the comment section down below to make it even easier for you to find. By reporting the use of unlicensed software to the BSA, you're not only protecting your own organization, you're also contributing to reducing cybercrime rates in Australia, so it's a win-win situation. It's important to remember that the majority of Australian businesses out there are doing the right thing and paying for their software. But it's also important to report those that are doing the wrong thing and make sure that they pay the consequences for their actions. Reporting unlicensed software is our collective responsibility to safeguard our data and our privacy. By now, you might be wondering exactly who is the BSA. Well, I like to think of the BSA as being at the forefront of protecting software companies by actively monitoring and advocating for the legal use of software. Think of them like a shield guarding businesses against the dangers of unlicensed software. With the BSA's efforts, countless cyber threats have been thwarted and businesses have been able to operate with the peace of mind knowing they have legal, secure software. And here's the good news for office workers and employees using software like AutoCAD, Mastercam, and SolidWorks. Legitimate software options and deals are available to ensure that your work is legal and protected. To wrap this video up, I just want to reiterate the use of unlicensed software opens up organizations to a range of data privacy and cybersecurity attacks. I'd recommend heading over to the BSA website now to make yourself a little bit more familiar with who they are and what they can do for your organization. And let's join forces to protect our data and make cyberspace safer for everyone. If you guys did like this video, let me know by giving a thumbs up. And of course, if you're in a supercharged way as your computer, hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.